Miracle Journey is the second simplified Chinese Scarlet and Violet set. And while I'm about 2 months late to this opening, it's still a pretty cool set, as it introduces collectors and players from mainland China to the 3 starters from Triple Beat, as well as the poster child of this set, Gardevoir. Oh, and I guess Erika from 151 is also here. How's it going, everybody? Ben from basesetmew here, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I am opening 2 booster boxes of Miracle Journey. Now these are not the booster boxes from my FedEx parcel, no, that one is still stuck in customs, who knows if I'll even get it at this point. I bought these separately because I really want to try and chase that Gardevoir SAR in this set. I do have the English one, but I've always wanted to replace it with the Japanese one, but now that this set has released, thought I'd try my luck and maybe, if we get lucky enough, replace it with the Chinese version. This time around 2 fat booster boxes. Usually I would open a fat one and a slim one, but I think going forward I'm just going to be unboxing fat booster boxes. Unless it's 151, that's a different story, because I've never really had luck with the slim booster boxes anyways, right? So without further ado, let's cut open this first one right here. And I just have to point out, the last time I opened a simplified Chinese booster box, a fat one at that, I had 6 super rares in 6 packs. I don't think we're ever going to top that, but we're sure gonna try though. So let me put that over here, and I guess we'll get started. Just like last time with Eternal Beginnings, this only features 20 cards instead of the usual 25, which I do think is a nice change in my opinion. I do really like that change because 25 felt like a bit too much. Most of it is bulk anyways, and unless you're actually playing the game in China, you wouldn't be able to use these outside of China anyways, right? So I think that's a good change, at least for me. Let me know what you think though. So let's see what we can find in the first pack right here. Oh, here we go, our first double rare. That seems really early though, the first double rare. Okay, was that the case with the Eternal Beginnings booster box I opened as well? I think it might have been. Oh, here we go. Our first super rare right off the bat, starting it off strong with a Meowscarada. Very nice. Okay, so we also have a bunch of commons. Erika, we have Honchkrow just singing there it looks like. And then, okay, so that was kind of a strange pack, right? That felt a little bit strange. I don't know, I don't remember if it was exactly like that in Eternal Beginnings as well, but here we are. Our first super rare, a Meowscarada full art, and look at that texture, man. That looks super cool. You can chill over here, Meowscarada. Give us some good luck right there. Starting it off strong with a super rare right off the bat. Who knows, maybe this is one more error box. I would be very, very surprised. I would be very surprised if this is another error box. Keep in mind though, no promised super rares ever since, I think 9 Colors Gathering was the last set, and the set that came after that. Yo, an SAR! The Quaquaval! Holy moly, an SR and an SAR. Yo, okay. Well, oh, an art rare, very nice. You see, I've kind of forgotten about the art rares, but yeah, that makes sense. The art rares would also be in here. I've kind of completely missed them, yeah. Of course, if the SARs, the evolutions are in here, then the art rares are also in here. Oh, okay, so here is our first art rare. Look at that one. Super cool. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen this before. Neither in where was it? Paldea Evolved, I think that's the set that featured the cards from Triple Beat. Or in, like I said, Triple Beat. And here we have our first SAR with the Quaquaval. Not necessarily my favorite of the 3 starters. I think my favorite it's between the Meowscarada and the Skeledirge, or, you know, the Sprigatito or Fuecoco. I think Fuecoco is actually a really popular starter, but the last evolution, the Skeledirge, I think most people don't like. I think it's really cool, because, you know, he evolves into a freaking alligator. That's cool. That is super cool, right? This opening is already really, really good, because we've pulled an SAR. Just like I said, no promised super rares in this set. Ever since 9 Colors Gathering, any set after 9 Colors Gathering does not have a promised super rare. So there's that. Okay, so, and this is the first pack without an SR. Okay, so not an error box, but I still think a very, very lucky box. pulling a full art and an SAR, that is really, really good. And we still have so many packs to go through. Very, very nice. Alright. I guess while we go through these cards, I can talk a little bit about upcoming videos, something that I wanted to do in last week's opening, but I kind of missed the point, I suppose. I mentioned it towards the end of the opening. I actually have another mail day planned. This time around, another card hobby mail day, which is really, really cool. And I think I've said it, I think multiple times at this point. Hang on. Another super rare. Very, very nice. Holy moly, what's this Team Star Grunts? I think this one is very nice. Okay, so not this time around. We're 3 to 4 on super rares from these packs. Seems like the ratios. Funny thing I should mention, I actually watched an unboxing of this set on Bilibili, and the guy I watched it from, he had really bad luck. I think the only thing he pulled was a God of War full art from like 1 or 2 fat booster boxes, and looks like our luck is way better than his. Look at the amount of pulls we already have. 4 pulls, including the AR. I lost my train of thought again. Card Hobby Mail Day, right. I have bought the first gold star from my main binder, and the price I bought it from is, or I bought it for, is insane. And I also have a bunch of other really cool cards in that order. Also, some really cool Mew cards, come to think of it. Really, really cool Mew cards, and I can't wait to show it off. Here we go, we have the Flamenco. I think this one is cold. Let's see if we have everything else. Nope. Just an energy, but that is an art rare. I'd count that as a pull as well. Seems like we're having really good luck with this opening so far. Look at this one. This is also one I haven't seen before, I'm pretty sure. I mean, but then again, Triple Beat and Paldea Evolve is kind of a little while ago, so I might have just forgotten. It isn't that recent. You know, the simplified Chinese TCG still has to catch up with the English and Japanese one, and I guess with all the other ones like traditional Chinese, whatchamacallit, Korean. But it's getting there. It's getting there. It's moving steadily forward. We have a Latias. I also like that the, I kind of like that the simplified Chinese set is kind of lacking behind another super rare with the Skeledirge. Holy moly, another full art. The only full art we're missing now is the Quaquavel, but I guess we do have the SAR of that one. So, that is really, really cool. That was a pretty cool box, wasn't it? That was super nice. So many pulls in that first box. Let's see if the second box can also get that many cool pulls. One thing I also want to mention is I did actually pre-order the really cool Mew promo, you know, the one that is limited to 1,510 cards. I'll be sure to put a picture up here on screen. And I actually got it, well, it was still pretty expensive, but I think the pre-order price was okay. But the value has increased, or the price has increased drastically. I think most cards I've seen, at least on Taobao, go for around 30 to 33,000 yuan, which is, I think, about 4,000 something dollars, which is really, really expensive. My pre-order was for less than half of that, so I'm really hoping that the seller I pre-ordered it from does honor my pre-order price, but I don't know if it will. I've definitely pulled this one before. Definitely pulled this card before, because I remember this one by Kirichiro Ito. Alright, so that is a repeat. I definitely remember pulling that one. The Magna Zone looks really cool by Anisaki Dynamics, though. That looks really cool. And the Mismagius. Mismagius. Oh, is this the set that also contains that really cool-looking Mismagius art rare that I have never been able to pull? Well, maybe we just pull it to find out. How about that? How about that? Yeah, so that card is going for a lot of money right now, but you have to keep in mind there are going to be more versions of that one available as time goes by, because the card is being sent out until the end of the year. So more versions are going to become available, you know. It's not just you have to go immediately, but, you know, I'm somewhat impatient, especially when it comes to Mew cards, and that card is so rare. As compared to, like, let's just look at the population of China, right? And then you only have 1,500 cards, essentially, for the whole population. I mean, Not the whole population collects Pokemon, right? You have to also keep that in mind, but even still, that amount seems so few compared to the amount of people, and there's a lot of international collectors, obviously, who want that card as well in their collection, you know, me included, obviously. Being a massive Mew fan, I basically have to get that card at all costs, right? Basically have to get this card at all costs. Alright, so far, okay, so the second box, apart from the artware, has let us down somewhat. We're already halfway through, and all we've pulled so far is an artware. I know now how that creator on Billy felt when he only pulled one full art from like 2 fat booster boxes. That's rough. That is very, very rough. Well, at least we pulled one SAR, so I cannot complain there. Would have loved for that to be... Oh, here we go. Is that our first Master Ball reverse, or was I just not paying attention? I want to say that's our first, but I might have not just been paying attention. That's our first Master Ball reverse. Let me put that right there. Cyclizar. I've got a Squawkabilly. And just a few more reverses. Just a few more reverses right here. Oops, skipped the card accidentally there. And there is the Towers. Really cool illustration by Akira Egawa on that Towers. But not what we're after. Okay, 2 more packs. And then the opening is already over. Even though it's so many cards, it's over super quickly. But I do prefer this one as compared to the Slim Booster boxes. Because the Slim Booster boxes, the pull rates are even rougher than right here. Pull rates are even rougher, even though I can't complain about rough pull rates since, you know, the first box was kind of insane. Not as insane as the Eternal Beginnings booster box I opened a while ago. No, I'm probably never gonna top that anyways, right? Never gonna top that anyways. Oh, here we go, the Tropius. I've definitely pulled this one before as well. And this is a nice repeat, though. I do like this card. This is really, really cool. And it also has the Pokemon stamp down there. I don't know if you can make that out. There we go. Another art rare right there. Unfortunately, another repeat, but like I said, I really can't complain about that repeat, because that card is really, really cool. One last pack. Can we get some last pack magic? We shall see. Maybe we get lucky and pull like a full art, or maybe an SAR. Who knows? We shall see. We shall see if we get lucky, even though I really can't complain. I've pulled one SAR. That's already above rates, because nothing is promised in this, remember? You could walk away with nothing, after all. You could... Yo, another SAR! Holy moly, are you serious? Oh my god, just when I said another SAR would be really cool. Yo, that is super cool. Another double rare with the Mabostiff. Oh my god, I have to look at that card after we're done with this one. That is super cool. I really wasn't expecting that, to be fair. Really wasn't expecting another SAR, but there we are. And here we are with the Suwaro SAR. I'm really hoping I'm pronouncing that name correctly. And this is also by Sanosuke Sakuma, which is the same illustrator behind the Friends in Gala, most notably, I think. Really, really cool. It does have some print lines, but you know what? I don't even care. It is an SAR. Look at that sparkle. Look at that texture. Look at that sparkle. The English card simply cannot replicate any of that. That looks super cool, right? Well, I would safe to say that was a really successful opening. Look at the amount of shine, man. I can't even contain all of that shine. 2 SARs? That is really good. Last time I pulled 2 SARs from one box, but I really don't want to complain about this opening. That was absolutely incredible, and it was a lot of fun to open these sets. Alright, there we are. I think next week's video is most likely going to be my opening of Gem Pack Volume 2. If the German customs don't seize my parcel again, fingers crossed they don't. I also have Fearless Terra Steel in there, which is an incredible set because it features a simplified Chinese exclusive Arcanine SAR. I might put it up on screen here somewhere. It looks incredible, and I really hope I can pull it from that set. Welp, but anyways, that was it for this opening of Miracle Journey. If you enjoyed this one, then a like would be greatly appreciated. If you didn't, then give it a dislike. Tell me in the comments below what you didn't like, so I can try to fix that for future videos. Other than that, right here's a video that YouTube thinks is best suited for you. Right here's the subscribe button, click this one first, then click this video. Check out any of the other videos in the description below. And I hope we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, take care.